Hi everyone! We're running a little late with this month's unboxing. Actually, it's the month before. For those of you who don't know, my parents were badly affected in the devastating floods in Lismore. So my parents have lost everything. So has my grandmother and multiple aunts and uncles and some cousins. So I went home to help out, and so everything got put on hold. So I'm kind of catching up a little bit, but also doing lots for them. So things are going to be a little bit erratic for the next little while, I'm going to guess. So I'm just going to go straight into the unboxing. For everyone who has helped out, sent messages, or donated, thank you so much. You have no idea what it means that people have been willing to help. It's just amazing. The devastation up there is crazy. It looks like a movie set. Like, I can't actually believe it. And I'm lucky in that I don't actually have to live it every day because I got to come back to Sydney and go to work and do things. So yeah, just keep an eye on it. It's not going to be in the news for that long. It's going to get buried under everything else. So just think all those people up there, not just in Lismore, but from Queensland border all the way down. There's a lot of people hurting right now. So it feels a little bit trivial to talk about sewing, but that also makes me happy. So I'm going to go in. Okay, so this is the February box from the Lingerie Society. So I'm going to open up and see what's in. Ooh. So very pretty colours. Very spring-like, even though we're heading into autumn, which is kind of nice. Okay, so I'm just going to dive right in. So we've got some beautiful white strapping. All done up, and whenever you want to know what kind of elastics are what, and I was explaining this to a class I was teaching on the weekend, strapping is always slightly shiny and it doesn't have a lot of stretch. It kind of feels strong, so that's an easy kind of way to know strapping. It's normally plush on the underside and has these like nice finished edges, so it does look different from your other kinds of elastic. Then we've got some plush elastic. So the plush is a little picot, so it's got a little scalloped edge, and then this side, one side is softer, and that's the side that sits next to the body. So some people are like, oh, I don't particularly like the little ruffled edge. If you don't like the ruffled edge, you can actually flip it so that the edge that is to the exterior of your garment is the flat side if you really wanted to. There's nothing to say that you can't do that. So the little ruffle edge, I find, does make things sewing in easier sometimes. So those are those ones. Also got some lovely back, so it's a 3-hook back this time, and again, nice plush back on it. So yeah, that's really cute and very useful. Ooh, super pretty roughly edged elastic. So it's a type of a picot. Again, one side feels plush, the other isn't, and then it's got the ruffled edge. So I really love this one for the fronts of the cups, or maybe like around knickers and things. It's just a really easy way to make things look really pro and like they're store-bought, because it's got that cute little ruffle edge, which you can't find that elastic everywhere. We also have some casing, and I say this every month, but I love the very, very flat casing that comes with the Lingerie Society boxes. It's nice and narrow, it's plush, it's just great. I love it. So always so happy that the casing for your underwires is in there. And if you ever can't like find where the hole is, because your underwires actually go inside the casing, which not everyone kind of realizes. Sometimes if you can't find it, so if you poke it with your fingernail, you can actually normally find the little hole. If you can't actually find it, I find that if you poke it with something like your underwire, or even the blunt edge of a pin, you can actually get it to open up a little bit, because yeah, not everyone realizes you put your underwire inside the casing. It's not like a piece of channeling that you sew on and then slide things underneath. Then we've got a really cute narrow plush back elastic, a little picot. It's really cute. So one side is slightly sort of shiny on the picot, and the other one has like little tiny dots, and then the plush bit at the bottom. So again, normally when I get different widths, the wider width is your underbust or band, and then the narrower one is underarms or fronts of cups or knickers. And sometimes I use, the wider one for the waistband of knickers or something like that. I just like the different kind of looks between the two different widths. So that's what you do with your different widths. But normally, wider one is always band for underneath a wide bra. All right. Oh, some super cute, very minty fold over elastic. So fold over elastic, as the name suggests, folds. This one's such a pretty color. If you want to know how to sew on fold over elastic, I've got a couple of videos which will show you how I'm applying it on different garments. So you can go through and actually have a look, and I actually show a couple of different ways. So I show one pass and sometimes I show two pass, so just different methods. So if you go to the sew along videos, there's a playlist, I'll link it down below, but it'll actually show you the different methods of sewing on fold over if that's not something that you've worked with before. And I use fold over for knickers and edges of bras. Sometimes it's just super neat and clean, or if you want like a very flat sort of t-shirt style bra, fold overs are a really great alternative to using you know, one of the ruffled edge ones or something like that. Okay, I'm just going to move things around so I can pull these out easily. Actually, I'm going to flip it over, that might be easier. Okay, so we've got some power mesh. Really lovely white power mesh, nice and strong. So really great for the backs of bras, or if anyone's sewing any kind of shapewear or needs any kind of molded kind of panels into garments. Power mesh is perfect for that, and this white one's really nice and very smooth feeling. Ever so often you get a power mesh which feels really rough, like sand almost, underneath your hands. Naturally, it's not great to wear. This is nice and smooth, so it's going to be great against the skin. So I've got some power mesh. This feels so soft and slinky underneath my hands. My hands have been a mess after going back to Lismore and cleaning up, so hence the reason I don't even have nail polish on today. But they have just been destroyed from just days and days of scrubbing mud and cleaning chemicals and who knows what else. So I'm still trying to revive them back again. So I'm hoping I'm not going to catch my hands on this nice fabric. Feels like a lovely lightweight poly. It's super smooth, like really slick kind of feeling. I think it's poly. It doesn't quite have that plastic kind of underhand feel. It feels smoother than that, so it's certainly beautiful quality. Looks like we've got 1/2 meter via the width of the piece of fabric, so really nice. Great for slips, boxer shorts, woven knickers, yeah, lots of different things. Be nice for cups of bras as well, because it'd be nice and smooth. So that's really pretty. And then some pale pink lining. So this is actually nylon tricot bra lining. So it doesn't have stretch. It has like tiny amount of give one way, and I really have to pull for that to happen. But mostly no give whatsoever. And it's super pale pink, which is if you're as pale as I am, I've just realized it actually goes almost completely nude against my very pale skin. If not, if you have darker skin, I'm sure it would look lovely against it, because it is actually beautifully pale pink. It's really nice. So we use bra tulle or bra lining for cups and frames of bras, so it's always super useful, and I love when they include it in the kits, because it means I don't have to buy anything else. I can just make a bra. I don't have to go, oh, what else do I need? So I love when it's all encompassed inside the kit. Then we've got, gosh, so much this time, a really lovely slinky knit. Again, it's in the beautiful pale pink color. Super soft, really stretchy, slightly more stretch across than the opposite, which is about right. But yeah, just super smooth. Great for no-show knickers, creating really smooth cups, like I talked about those t-shirt style bras earlier. One of these is perfect underneath a t-shirt because you actually can't see any of the lines. So that would be perfect for it. And it's a good amount as well. You'd easily get the cups of a bra and some knickers out of that one. And if you're ever not sure how to cut out your lingerie boxes, I've got a few videos up where I actually show me laying everything out and cutting things, and I've got some more of those coming. So it shows you how I figure out what I'm going to make and how I mix and match, basically. So those are again on the YouTube channels as well, so you can look for those ones as well. They're kind of a little bit longer, so they're great to put on while you're maybe cutting out something else or in the background. It's really good. And we've got a really beautiful piece of Liberty. It's so pretty. Really pale, beautiful colors to it though. I want to say it's Betsy, but I know I've got that wrong. I always get my prints mixed up when it comes to the Liberty ones. But this is really cute. So you've kind of got 50 centimeters by 20-ish. I'm not even sure where my tape measure is, so I can't even measure it. But it's really cute. You would definitely get parts of a bra out of this, or some woven knickers and things like that. And it's really pretty, and it matches in so well with the other pale pinks that have already come out, and the minty green. So you can already see starting to get like a really nice color combination happening together there. So that's really cute. And then I've got one more little bundle, which is really beautifully tied up as always. So I've got some mint green double-sided satin ribbon, and always keep your ribbon. It's great to make the little bows for the front of your bra, or as little trims and things. Someone asked me the other day, why do they have little bows in the front of the bra? Mostly it's to cover up the ugly bar tacking that you have to do to when you put your wires in. You've got to tack across that part. The little bow helps cover it up, so that's always good. And there's some really great tutorials out there on how to tie the little bows, which is really good. Sorry, I keep dropping things as I'm talking, so I'm just gonna... So attached through the pretty satin ribbon, so satin ribbon piece, is some hardware. So I've got some nice, very shiny gold hardware. It's proper gold this time, like very yellow gold look, I should say. So I've got my O-rings and my sliders and a little tiny butterfly, which is really cute. So again, your little butterflies can just be used as little charms. And I've seen some charms getting used in really cute ways, like maybe on where the strap joins the cup, or on the fronts of knickers. So yeah, you can kind of do some cute things with charms, not just put them just front of bra. So there's some other ways to use them as well. Plus the hardware. And then we've got some little motifs, some little flower ones. These are really sweet. So whenever you've got ones like this, you can always just cut around the edge of the flowers and then attach the flowers individually, or you can keep them together. And if you just zigzag them on flat to your garment, it's the easiest way, and they look really sweet. So I really like these ones in the white. They look nice and fresh. And then we've got some pink lace, which reminds me of like sakura blossoms. It's just been sakura season in Tokyo, so I've been watching all the videos and wishing we could go and visit. This is really cute. Oops, attaching everything to the boxes. Okay. So it's a really lovely lace. It's an embroidered tulle with a scalloped edge, and then the pattern coming up on the actual pieces. And it's really cute. And even just that, I'm looking at this back to front, but I think it's right. It's a repeating pattern, but I don't know if it's a mirrored pattern. So mirrored patterns means that when you cut your, say, your bra cups, you can make it so that the lace placing is identical to the left hand side and the right hand side. I think this one is non-mirrored. The reason I'm thinking that is if I look, there's a tall pink flower here and it scallops this way, and I can only ever see that tall pink flower scalloping in the same direction. But I kind of don't mind if I don't have completely mirrored lace. I know some people are like, must have mirrored lace, but I don't mind it. What I normally do is I will choose whichever part I want to be the center of the bra cup edge, and whatever is the center I will make it go the same on the other side. And I don't kind of mind if one turns to the left and one turns to the right, because I figure they all look pretty anyway. It's not going to make a huge difference, and it makes no structural difference to your bra, so your bra will still fit beautifully. It'll just look very pretty. So yeah, super pretty this time. Really pale, very spring-like colors. So if I kind of layer up some of the pieces, we've got the various pinks, and then the florals, and some of the white. So I think it could look super fresh, like really pretty and pale colors coming together. So I think I've got some good ideas of what I'm going to make. But yeah, I think I kind of need to think about it a little bit, because I'd like to incorporate it so that I use some of the lace with some of the printed Liberty fabric, so that all things kind of mix and match together a little bit, and so that they're not one thing's pink, one thing's white. I really like when things mix together, and I love putting pattern on pattern. So I think I'm going to have a little think about it, but it's really pretty and I really like it. So yeah, I'm all inspired to go sew. Thanks so much for coming along to the unboxing. As I said, there will be more videos coming up soon, but obviously I am running behind my schedule with everything else. Till then, subscribe. You'll find more videos coming up, and by subscribing you'll be the first to know, and it will also just help me out by knowing that people are actually interested and want to keep watching, which is always great and great motivation to keep going. So yeah, I really like it. Catch me here on YouTube, also on Instagram. I'm at _measure_twice_cut_once. And if you'd like to help support me in the work I do, there's also a Patreon, which I'll list down below so that you can support us there as well. Okay, thanks so much.